what is your relationship with social media?
Married.
Married again? Are you getting married in future?
I think she is.
So your mother is there with you on Instagram?
Not on Instagram, but on WhatsApp.
You've blocked her there?
No, not at all.
But I'll tell you, my friend had 2 dogs and she had created 2 accounts for their dogs as
Oh wow.
Did you see this notification I just got?
I did, yeah.
Even I
you know,
usually get these type of notifications every day and I'm
all over
literally
the
fed
it's all over the reels, and you know, it's such a flirtatious platform I've ever been seen. You
This
know,
is the best marketing
make
strategy
this
there.
very
comment
true.
actually irresistible.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
We're doing fine, sir.
What about you?
What about you,
Great,
sir?
great. क्या चल रही है? क्या बातें चल रही हैं?
Sir, actually, we were discussing this notification that I got from Zomato, asking me to, order something in a very flirtatious way, and we were discussing how it's all over social
And
media.
sir, it's not just Zomato, Swiggy, Zomato. ये सारे ऐसे lines डालते हैं कि मतलब तुम्हारा मन कर जाता है हाँ चलो.
Tempting you to buy something.
Yeah, we
or
should buy
Made our
something.
food
और
craving
एक मैसेज आपको 500-600 का झटका लगा देती है.
exactly,
बिल्कुल
sir.
sir, very true.
And even we usually get these kind of notifications every day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All the time.
क्या डिस्कशन वैसे सब यही सोशल मीडिया के बारे में चल रही है?
Yes, sir. बस that is what we're going.
सोशल मीडिया, हाँ.
All-time trending platform, of course.
So I really fear when the technology will overlap with the humanity, the world will only be of the generation of idiots.
Oh my God.
So what do you mean? You're calling us idiots?
I didn't say that. Einstein did.
That's so wrong.
Actually meant like that.
No. I just wanted to know when we talk and discuss about social media, what is your opinions on it? Have you really got connected, which was the soul of social media, or it has isolated you?
Well, sir, I feel that, I mean, we all have our personal, experiences with the social media. And yes, I agree with the point, like you just said, it was initially made to foster the connections and not to isolate.
Right.
But with the time or over the time, we somehow feel isolated,
But then
because of
again, it
social
has
media.
served its purpose to a lot of extent. Like it has
Yeah.
been a very successful platform in establishing connections. Like today, I'm sitting here, or if I'm in my college, how does my mother get to know about all that?
So your mother is there with you on Instagram?
Not on Instagram, but on WhatsApp.
You've blocked her there?
No, not at all.
I've seen the memes where all the sari photos are on the WhatsApp and all the modern DJ kind photos, club kind photos are on Instagram. Is that true with you as well?
That's something I would not like to.
My mother is on everywhere actually, on Instagram, WhatsApp,
Oh, wow.
Facebook.
That's
Oh,
really
so
great.
you've hidden her on
Not
the
at all,
stories.
sir. She's frank enough.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great.
That's
That's
nice.
got a cool parents. Sir.
So when we talk about the comparisons also, it's a famous saying that the comparison is thief of joy, right?
It is, sir.
So you are comparing yourselves 24/7. What's your take on that? What do you think?
Sir, I think social media has been like this. Comparison has actually increased with the increase in the usage of social media. That is because every time we are watching other people, and somehow when we watch them, we try to put ourselves in their shoes, and then we imagine this life that they are living. And then after we have swiped the reel, we are back to this reality, and then we are like, okay, that was much more better.
Very true. And connecting, adding to her point, whatever she said, so there have been times where we put celebrities on pedestal,
Right.
knowing that, and the moment we get to know, oh, that was not something right. I mean, the one whom you were following, by whom you were influenced with, is not the right one.
It's like
So,
one day
you
you're
know-
idolizing this influencer, and the next day you get up and you get the news that the influencer has done something wrong and is in jail
True,
for
and
something.
and that is the time when everything drips down.
I still remember there was this artist or a very famous Bollywood star who used to promote a lot about health and fitness, and then he's promoting tobacco and few of the stars.
So everything is monetized, I feel. I mean,
So-
things have become so
so I
commercial.
believe.
that just becomes famous is
Yeah,
there
it's
and
there.
is getting
But
promoted.
with
people are
my
following
interaction with the students, all you guys idolize all these superstars or maybe some influencers nowadays. When I talk about few people like Sam Manakshaw or maybe generals of the army, so I don't see their names coming up, but yeah, I do see few of the influencers who are just marketing themselves becoming
Sir, I
famous.
feel like the things that are pleasing to us and the thing that matches to our own reality, we tend to prefer that. And very true, very well said, sir. Whatever you
So
said
I
that.
think Gen Z has become less of goal oriented and more of trend oriented.
How
So
do you
what do you
feel
watch,
after you use your social media for 1-2 hours regularly, even after you're sitting lying on the bed and just scrolling? After 2 hours of rigorous scrolling and saying researching on the memes and reels, what do you get out of it, or what pump do you get? I believe you must be guilty.
Yes,
I feel
But
guilty
then,
whenever I
but
see.
then after 5 minutes of that guilt, we are back on
Yeah,
social
we're
media,
back.
back on
But
Instagram.
that's a lot of dopamine which we are already adding.
So actually talking about dopamine, there was this study I actually read about. It said that when you use social media, there's a nerve in your brain which releases dopamine.
Yeah.
So when you use the social media, that nerve is constantly pressed and the dopamine is getting released. So I keep on using it, the nerve is getting pressed. At one time it gets numb.
Yeah,
So
it's
once
neutral.
it's numb,
Yeah.
now you need to feed it more.
Yeah.
You need
But
more
I
social
would love
media,
to know
more
what is
that.
your daily routine like? You guys are into sports or something?
I usually use social media only in my leisure time. Mostly I'm in university. When I reaches home afterwards, I used to teach some children of my neighborhood, and afterwards I goes to gym. And when I'm back to home, I use social media for half an hour actually. And even after using social media for half an hour, I got my notification that your time is over. Now it's your time to sleep.
For
So
official
basically, like, you
purposes,
have,
I
you know-
have hobbies like journaling and all. But to be very honest, I don't. I'm on social media and I love to press that ignore limit button
So
all the time.
which app, according to you guys, has impact on mental health? Is it Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn? I don't think you guys are on LinkedIn or no?
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
are.
we
We are.
And are you active on that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is
yeah, sir.
productive, or that again creates a
I would say
dopamine?
it's much productive.
Sir, it's productive than
You
the
don't
Instagram and
scroll
Snapchat.
LinkedIn all the time, but you do
Yeah,
scroll
you
Instagram
scroll
all the
Insta,
time.
Yeah,
and then there's YouTube Shorts as well. we
That
keep
has
on,
become
yeah.
a new sort of reels.
Reels.
Yeah,
Instagram
true.
Reels as well, Snapchat Spotlights as well.
We have become a generation where
Yeah,
inclusivity
inclusivity.
is more important.
At least I'm happy that you are honest that you are including yourself. It's we in the
Yes, sir, because we
conversation.
are very much, connecting with this thing, and the inclusivity you talk about, this is so true, sir. I mean, there are so many things which is out of our league, but just because we want to be a part of some group, which we like or we wish to, we try to do something that is something we cannot do, that is something out of. So I think this is a pressure social media
Peer
has
pressure,
on
social
us.
media pressure that you
Yeah.
have.
So
you
what
have,
what
yeah.
toxicity do you really want to remove from the social media, if I ask?
Sir, I would say, I think,
Validation seeking a lot.
But
Yeah.
validation has
Social
been
media
somewhat
defines
the
if I'm beautiful.
toxicity. I would say toxicity of validation has been somewhat removed. Have you seen the new feature of hide like count, hide share count?
Yeah,
earlier
that's
people
there.
were-
Okay, but then again, that setting is in my hands. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm getting 2 million likes, why will I not show off that I am getting 2 million
But
likes and hide
mostly
the likes?
people are getting them off just because to make their mental health well. It's a good feature, good initiative by Instagram, we would say.
I think
it's a good feature.
it
Yeah,
would
it's
be
a-
better if
Exactly.
it completely bans. Stop showing likes and
Oh,
comments completely.
so I read it and I found that Australia becomes the first country to ban the social media for the students, for the the children below the age of 16 years. And I think it's a good initiative. And not just Australia, but there have been countries like China, there have
True.
been countries like North
UK,
Korea.
US.
Yeah,
They have also
they
been
have.
doing this. So I think if these countries are making policies, for regulating the usage of social
Yes,
media,
social media,
for
yeah.
teenagers mostly, then there must be a reason behind it, and that is because we as teenagers don't have conscience to distinguish between right and wrong. So we get it all mixed up.
Why do we get so much involved when it comes to a social media app, when we talk about streaks, and if the streaks are not maintained, then your friendship is ruined? Don't you feel that these all things are very funny and at the same time very sad?
Sir, actually, I think that that is because social media is very addictive. And addictions are like, it is something you can live without, but you don't want to let go. It's like you need to hold on. You just feel like letting go would devastate you, but that is not the case. You can actually live without it. So
Right.
social media somewhat become very addictive, and that is one reason why we are not
And
able to,
there's a score system as well on the Snapchat?
Exactly.
Yes,
So there
sir.
is
There's a
Snapchat
score.
streaks
Yeah,
too.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And you guys use it?
Yes, sir.
I'm not on
Well, sir,
Snapchat,
yeah,
so-
I too. I mean, I'm not on
I've been using
Snapchat.
Are you lying again and
No,
again
sir,
when
we are
it
not
comes to
lying.
social media? Where you want to portray yourself? There's no portraying here.
I'm actually she is on Instagram.
Yeah, sir, I
Despite that, she
agree.
is using a fake account.
I
Oh
think
my
she's
God, you
the
know
most active
about
Snapchat
it.
user.
Yes, I
because
am.
She's
Yeah.
even having premium.
Premium,
you know.
true.
भारत रत्न
Okay.
कब मिल रहा है इसके बारे में?
I'm also waiting for it.
I would love to know when we talk about the FOMO, the balance between the FOMO, that is the fear of missing out,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and mental health. How do you maintain? Because you know it's all everything is on the contrary.
It is,
It is like sometimes you are so much into FOMO
Mm-hmm.
that you just get stuck there, and then there's the one moment that you realize that okay, now this is really impacting me.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
I need to get out.
And then
I
we
think
take
it
a
is
step
more,
back, yeah.
about realization. The moment you realize that it is impacting you a lot, you can actually try and get out of that.
So I've seen few stories which are unheard of on the main media. That are
Yeah, those
so
are common
present
sense,
on
yeah,
social media.
yeah.
So we can't say that social media has only the negative impact. I
No.
believe the positiveness of the social media is also there.
Because it has
And
given a
it helps.
platform, yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
It has
There
given
are
a
a
platform
lot
to
of
raise
artists
voices.
who were not financially that much strong,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can make their talent out. But social media helped
Given
them
us
a
a-
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Instagram, they just put their talent on Instagram, and
Right.
one of their reel it got viral.
Mm-hmm.
They were among the popular that.
Okay,
True.
okay. This reminded me of a very funny incident. What happened was one day my friend decided to take a picture of her dog, and she put sunglasses on him, and she posted that picture. And somehow that picture went so viral. Like it was like the next day there were these branding teams, dog food branding teams, who were contacting her that we want your dog to model for our for our food and for our dog foods and stuff. And the next day she was earning money through that. So I think that is
And I
also
think one
helping.
thing came into my mind earlier. Only people's Instagram accounts were there, but I'll tell you, my friend had 2 dogs, and she had created 2 accounts for their dogs as
Oh, wow.
The Bruno Scannel, my Lara, something like that. She have 2 dogs and having
now
their
even
Instagram
animals
accounts.
are on
Not
social
only on Instagram, but
So I think social media has really helped a lot for the creators to find their right audience, find their niche, and find their target audience. As in, if I talk about the influencers, the entertainers, the artists, so they have found their fans, on social
Yeah.
media. If I talk about politicians, then unko voters mil jate hain. If I talk about the charities, they get the donors. So I think this is way, and social media is not.
It is like it is like a platform
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
something is for everyone.
Yeah,
Something
lovely
is for
that
everyone, yeah.
we have again. I believe even if we talk about social media or society,
Yeah.
everything has its own pros and cons.
Everything has, yeah,
But
sir.
a moderate use of anything is what the idea is
Sir,
actually
I think
is.
this analogy I made for myself, I think it's just a philosophical thing, is that the key is in your hand, and there
Yeah.
are 2 locks out there. So you have to put the key in the right lock, and the choice is in our hands. Like,
Yeah,
किस
but
key में
I
अपने
think
डालना
is
है.
that social media,
Yeah.
this platform is basically onto us. Like as being a consumer, how we are using it, how we are consuming it.
Yeah,
it
true.
is directly proportional to its positivity as well as its negativity.
It is,
Because it is
yeah.
ultimately it is us who are promoting the
Exactly.
toxicity on social media,
Right.
seeking
Yeah.
validation.
Right.
Social media,
That the idea was to connect.
right?
Yeah.
And to meet new people,
People.
and
To
I
foster the
believe for
connections.
now LinkedIn is also helping people getting jobs.
Yes.
But now if we talk more about career and education, though we've talked a lot about the negative impacts of social media, but it must be helping you in your education in some manner,
It
or
does, sir.
your career as well.
It does, it
is-
does,
It
it does.
is
sir.
actually helping.
It does.
Now, sometimes while scrolling reels with all those memes and stuff, I do find there are many study techniques. Let's say I was introduced to Pomodoro technique. That's a brilliant technique, for studying. And
What is that?
Concentrating. It is like a rule of to sit and concentrate to for breaking down study times into small.
Very true, and I
chunks.
think I can connect with her because even I came across this 888 rule.
Ha.
So I
Okay.
think there are so many things in social media. Then yes, sir. Then at the end, it all comes to us what we are choosing to watch. you
There's
know?
also,
Right.
Yeah.
those reels, teaching different languages.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
use simple words and then they tell you how they speak, the native speakers speak it in another language.
Another
So
language, yes.
sitting in my home, I can also, go through different global languages and learn them in one day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
We
also
can actually go through the productive material. Like we can scroll, but we must comprise that productive reels are also there in our Instagram feed.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
actually helps us a lot.
So if we talk about social media, what is the positive impact it has on your education and career building?
So it has a lot of tutorials, like lectures, and many study material are available from all the professors and like professional experts worldwide, I would say.
And platforms like YouTube, they teach you so many courses, and they have these innovative ways of using visuals and different techniques to simplify the topics and make it easier to understand, not only for us but also for people who cannot afford that quality education. So it is also helping them out.
It's
Yeah.
cost
Yes,
efficient and it would be the greatest feature, I would say.
Cost
like
efficient,
even
I
a
think.
poor child could also like manage to have that.
Yeah.
True that, very much true. And also, sir, there have been apps that have been made specifically for this educating stuff. And I think what else can be done and how it's helping me is that collaboration, like the network. I can join a group wherein we talk about some topic or specific topic. So if I'm a part of a group, so there is a discussion that is going on, and I'm a part of that discussion.
Yeah, there are
And
Facebook
there-
groups where you do
Yeah, the
collective
fa-
assignments.
Exactly.
Discord
Right.
servers where
And if you could
students-
see few platforms, even in some of the media channels or even some startup events
Yeah.
which we see,
Yes, sir.
that few people have just learned everything from YouTube
Very
and
true.
created their
Yeah,
whole business, maybe a startup, maybe some idea they knew, or they already had an inquisitive mind, they just needed a platform.
True,
It is
and the-
also served like an motivational platform. You see
Yeah.
people do starting from the scratch and then reaching the top, taking risks in life. So some way it is also teaching you to put your passion forward,
Right.
take risks in life, and go towards achievement.
In addition,
Yes,
I
sir.
would say that it has also replaced that hardworking era into digital era.
Smart
Like
work.
earlier, we have to take bundles of books, we have
Yeah.
to keep them,
We had to
but
read-
it has
read
like
those,
totally
yeah.
replaced it with like digital notes. Today, we are having all our notes into our mobile, and we can carry them with ourselves 24/7. Whenever we feel that we are having leisure time, we can just open it and tap and just learn from
And
there.
yeah, so if we specifically talk about how social media is helping us in our education, then definitely, I mean, there have been certain, there are certain, the accounts, which you follow, and they give you the knowledge. There are so many examples which give us the general knowledge and everything. So I think not just social media is not just for fun, but it also help us for educating
There's also
us. Yeah.
scholarships. There are so many scholarships out
Right.
there,
Yeah.
certificate courses that we don't
Certified
know about.
courses,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
they are
when you
there.
scroll, you get to know, okay, these are the courses I can opt for.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the things I
Earlier,
can
if
follow.
a
Definitely.
person want to join a class, the person have to shift to Delhi, Mumbai, Noida. But today we are having access all over the world. Like
True.
we can sit in a room and have access to the experts from worldwide.
And I think that is the benefit of social media, that it transcends the geographical barrier, and you can connect with people, even with the strangers and with everyone around the
We
world.
can follow
Teaches you
any educational
everything.
expert we
Right.
wish for.
I would love to start a rapid fire round if you would like.
Oh,
That's great to listen.
Great, sir.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah,
Yes,
we would
sir.
love to
Right? Should I
a part.
be Mr. Amitabh from the KBC and ask you
can
questions?
be, sir, yes,
But
sir.
don't expect any rupee from me.
okay.
What is the
Not
price?
even a
Will we
single
be
penny.
paid
I'm
something?
sorry.
Not even, okay.
Right. So, first question to all of you, and you three can answer.
Okay.
So, what is your relationship between Instagram or which app do you like the most? The Instagram or the Snapchat?
Isn't there the option of both?
No,
Instagram,
there's no options.
Instagram and my relationship is married. I'm just connected to Instagram. I cannot leave it.
Okay. So, even
Good.
I would prefer Instagram over Snapchat. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I feel so connected to Snapchat. Like, it's not being a
Because you
simple
have
way.
premium.
Yeah.
You have premium, yeah.
And I have a Snapchat streak score of 460 something like that.
Great. Yeah, good for you.
And I don't want it to get off.
So, yeah.
So, what is your relationship with social media?
Married.
Married again? You're too married to. Are you getting married in future?
I think she is.
No, she has already been married, you don't
We
need
are
it.
two together to separate.
Okay, so
जन्मों जन्मों के साथी
Yeah.
Right.
So, sir, I think
Ritika and social
mera relation with social media, I can say, or Instagram specifically, would be bittersweet. That I can say. What about you, Bhumi?
I would say entangled. Because I
Entangled.
am so much connected to my Snapchat. I love my Snapchat, I would say.
So, one thing you want students to adopt for a healthier social media use.
Making
Scheduling
timetables.
their timetable.
Yes, sir. I
They
think
must
putting
have
up the limits, setting up the limits, because if we'll have the control on the time we are, putting on our social media. or
And
the
does that
Instagram.
happens in ideal world or like Instagram says in parallel universe?
No, sir. But we need
I
to do
could-
this,
I press that ignore limit button like 50 times in a day. So
An app could be created which doesn't comprise of ignore button actually.
yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Also,
that could be
detox
done.
could help a lot. It
Yeah, digital
actually
detox
reduces
work.
stress.
It
It
does.
also refreshes our mental health. So sometimes detox is also good.
And we can opt for the platform that promotes a good content, right? And we can also and then we can follow such influencers who promote such good things.
Post positive.
Social media is a bridge that connect multifarious people.
Yeah, true.
Right.
One
Yes.
is sitting here, another is sitting there.
Right.
just
So it's
like-
a rapid fire round. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you down. But I just wanted to know which one age group is affected or is more vulnerable.
Teenagers.
So I think 13 to 17 years
13 to
old.
17, yeah.
13 to
14
17.
16, 13 to
14 to
18
16 we
19,
can
I would say
say.
teenagers are mostly involved and are affected by
Yeah,
this. Even
they
we
are.
are also involved of this.
But I
Okay.
think they are getting more affected
Right.
from this.
And if you had to quit one social media app today, that
Oh
means
my
today
God, That's
itself.
so tough,
But
sir.
I'm married.
Oh, you're married to Instagram. You're married.
You don't believe in
You can
divorces.
breakup, temporary breakup. No.
So which app would it be?
Oh.
There's just one. Can I quit LinkedIn?
Oh my God. And we are talking
That's
about
helpful,
education,
that's helpful,
careers,
It's the
everything.
most productive one that creates
Oh my
links.
God. So that clearly means that you want dopamine of that sort.
I'm following my loyalty.
All right, sir. I think I would. Okay, do I have to describe this or give the reason or explanation? No.
Maybe a one-liner?
So I would go for. I'll eliminate the app YouTube probably.
Nice.
Well, I can't take the risk with YouTube because whenever it's my exam, it's the only YouTube where I go for study material. It would be, could it be any app that I'm not using but it's downloaded in my mobile?
Any app, any app.
Any app.
It would be
any app.
dating app because it's of no use for me.
Can I log in into Snapchat and then quit Snapchat?
Yeah, you can do that.
Snapchat.
Yeah, but thank you very much. It has been very wonderful having a conversation, and I got to know a lot of many things from you guys. And I believe the crux is always the same. It is the balance of everything.
Very true, sir.
Whatever we say, whatever we do, it is actually it'll help you only when you start practicing it. When all the words will come into notion, and you'll just follow whatever you are saying. So then only it'll become an ideal world. And God bless you guys. I loved having a
so much, sir.
conversation. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
your
much.
time. I sorry I barged in to you.
That's all right.
But-
That's completely okay, sir.
But-
That's
It's been
completely
great
okay.
having you.
We
Yeah.
enjoyed this conversation.
We really
It was
enjoyed.
so
We
lovely.
really
Surely,
enjoyed.
surely,
Else we would have just been scrolling reels.
Yeah, true.
surely looking forward, and let's share few memes and for a minute or so, and then close the app as well.
Sure, sir.
I have
Right.
to go
Sir.
to shop again to buy that Kinder Joy, and I also have to create that
Reel, yeah.
that I really got Harry Potter.
Right, amazing, amazing. God bless you guys.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much,
Take
sir.
care.